In today's video, Deiveson Figueiredo looking absolutely shredded just 3 days out from UFC 283. Israel Adesanya reacts to Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC. Ariel Helwani brutally roasts Strickland. Two exciting fights announced for upcoming UFC events. Dana White slams critics of the Power Slap League. Michael Bisping in hospital with a broken back in 2 places. And UFC 283 fighters show off their football juggling skills. UFC flyweight champ Deiveson Figueiredo is looking absolutely shredded ahead of his quadrilogy fight with Brandon Moreno, which takes place this Saturday at UFC 283. Here's how the champ looks just 3 days out from the official weigh-ins. Israel Adesanya has weighed in on heavyweight champion and friend Francis Ngannou's situation. Recently, the MMA community expressed extreme disappointment following the announcement of Ngannou's departure from the UFC. Some of them even labeled it as the death of Ngannou's MMA career. However, Adesanya reassured his friend that the crowd will never forget his contribution to the game. On Wednesday, Izzy took to social media expressing his solidarity with the champ by sharing a photo of him alongside Ngannou and Kamaru Usman. He captioned the photo with, "History favors the bold, make sure his story gets told. As for us, this will age well because black don't crack." During a recent interview on the MMA Hour, UFC middleweight Strickland, who's known for roasting MMA media, has been brutally roasted himself by none other than Ariel Helwani. Strickland gave Ariel props after withstanding the verbal attack. Here's the clip.
I don't know how you got this job, bro. You should be like a golf commentator, a golf analyst.
What does that even mean?
Like, how did you get this,
I made this job.
World?
I created this job.
How did you? I want to know how you get in the MMA world. I don't think you're a big MMA fan.
Well, but now we're going there. You think I faked that?
I'm not saying you're. But I'm saying if this wasn't your job, bro, I don't think you'd be at the bar with the boys watching motherfuckers get knocked out.
Bro, I was at the bar watching MMA when you were in your father's nutsack. When you didn't even know what the MMA was, dude. I was talking about MMA. I was doing a radio show at Syracuse University in 2001. How old were you in 2001? You were in 4th grade when I was talking about MMA, when I was hosting an MMA show, when it wasn't even cool, when you were probably going out there taking 2 bottles of Modelo's and smashing them together, causing trouble. I was campaigning and fighting for this sport to be covered by people when you didn't even know what MMA stood for.
Beta male, I like.
Guy. Do your research, man. I was on the front lines of this sport, creating jobs and interviewing fighters, going to bullshit events when you were out in the parking lot doing wheelies and donuts. All right.
All right, good job. I like that about fire you just.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Sean.
Yeah, I like that.
An exciting featherweight clash is set as Edson Barboza meets Billy Quarantillo in a UFC Fight Night co-main event on April 15th. Quarantillo announced the news over his social media.
What's up, guys? How's it going? All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for my OnlyFans. So it is official. I just got the contract. I will be fighting Edson Barboza on April 15th for one of the UFC Fight Nights. From what I've heard, it's not going to be at the Apex. It is going to be at an arena, and this fight will be the co-main event.
Barboza has struggled to regain his footing as a contender in recent years, losing 7 of his past 10 bouts. The Brazilian holds a 2-3 record since dropping down to 145 pounds. As for his opponent, he has also fought with inconsistent results as of late, splitting his past 4 contests evenly, coming out defeated twice and victorious twice as well. However, Billy rides into this matchup fresh off a performance of the night knockout over Alexander Hernandez in December. UFC flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko will defend her title for the 8th time when she fights Mexican challenger Alexa Grasso at UFC 285 on March 4th. Shevchenko is one of the most dominant female fighters in the sport's history, with an overall 23-3 record, including 12-2 in the UFC. Her most recent title defense was probably her closest yet, as she narrowly edged a victory over Taila Santos via split decision in June. As for Grasso, she signed with the UFC in 2016 at age 23 and has gone 7-3 inside the octagon. It seems she's really found her way in recent years as she brings a 4-fight win streak into this bout. The Power Slap League has come under heavy fire since its announcement. Since combat sports have been around, brain damage has been a significant risk. However, for those competing in the Power Slap League, it's guaranteed, as defense is literally illegal. During a recent edition of Slap Shorts, Dana White hit back at critics concerned about brain damage in his upcoming Power Slap League. He said, "We spend the money to make sure that we have 2 healthy people in there. We have proper medical attention during and after the fight. There are all the things we needed to educate people on, just like we had to educate people in mixed martial arts. But in Slap, they take 3 to 5 slaps per event. Fighters in boxing, they take 300 or 400 punches in a fight. You guess what my answer to the criticism is? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Nobody is asking you to watch this. Oh, you're disgusted by it? Watch The Voice." Dana White's Power Slap League is currently set to debut on January 18th on TBS. The show was previously slated for its debut last week, but was postponed after White's New Year's Eve incident. Michael Bisping has had his fair share of injuries over the years, and the UFC icon is unfortunately back in the hospital again, this time to have surgery on his back, which is broken in 2 places. Mike Bisping, we the MMA Talk team wish you a successful surgery and a speedy recovery. Get well soon, champ.
What's up everybody, how we doing? So, I am in a hospital again because currently I have a broken back in 2 places. So what they're going to try and do today is what's called an ablation. So they put some needles into me and they basically fire the nerve so the nerve doesn't send the signal to the brain, and hopefully I don't feel the pain. However, they've tried this once before, it didn't work, so they're going to try it again. If it doesn't work today, then that means some problems going forward. If they don't do this, then it might be a surgery, which the surgery is an absolute goddamn nightmare to recover from. It's going to be about a year, about 2 months laid in bed. And then the problem is, with it being one of the lower vertebrae, a few years later they'll want to do it on the vertebrae above it. And then a few years later, the one above that, and so on and so forth, until they get to my skull. So, whatever you're doing, if you give a damn, wish me some luck today. Anyway, all the best, gotta keep smiling, you know, stay positive, still working out, still running, still lifting weights, still boring you people on YouTube. Take it easy.
Here's UFC 283's fighters showing off their football juggling skills. Here are the top 3 funniest memes we found over the internet today. 3rd place was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Rocky Balboa. 2nd place was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Jimmy B. And our top pick was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named As Shopped As It Gets. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.